by saying the truth is the truth, period. Fuck all the bullshit. And the bullshit is this day being worshipped as the Creator's day. This day is being worshipped as God and Jesus' day. The bullshit to go along with Christmas, Easter, and the Tooth Fairy. Now, we're gonna start this thing off like you would start it off when you go to church. Why do you go to church? You have to have a reason why you do whatever you do, or you're stupid. If you haven't invested in what you believe in to the point where you just believing in it with blind faith, you are blind to the truth is in your face. I'm just saying. When you look at everything that happened dealing with history and dealing with the belief in the God and the Jesus, is you can look at the truth of you believing in some bullshit. Why I say it just like that? I say it just like that for just these facts. The slaves, after the good people was murdered, yes, all the people that knew the truth about when the people come together, the vibrations is phenomenal. All these people of the first people, the loving people, the ones that knew the Creator is in them, the the ones that were silenced because they were speaking the truth because they know the truth, but the ones that they know the truth and now wanted the truth that they know to now have the truth and set it them up so nobody else would know the truth but them to know. Look at all the symbols on all the big businesses. Look at all the symbols on all the big banks. Look at all the symbols that's around all the rich sons of bitches that's ruling this bitch like it really is. This is a fucking corporation. And God and Jesus is the sons of bitches running this bitch. So until you realize who the creator is in you for you to be a creator too, you gonna keep on believing in the bullshit that you was taught as a kid to believe in. You're not a kid no more. Those kids that's on this game get a pass for being stupid. Because kids do stupid shit because they're just growing up as kids. They get a pass. But I don't give their asses no pass on this grown up game. Because on this game, they are not playing as a kid. They are not playing as the Avatar or Barney. Like I said again, they're not playing no avatar of a kid. They are not playing a avatar like Barney. They are not playing none of those type of entities in this game. They are playing as a grown man and a grown woman doing grown up things. So you so-called responsible parents, you're nowhere near responsible if your kid is growing up on Grand Theft Auto. Now back to this day, this bullshit day, Sunday, the day that you worship and you pray. Pray to what? You pray to a God that you can't see or touch. And then you put dead bullshit into your body, knowing that your heart is everything to your body because once your heart stop, you are a spirit for real then. I can break this down from the beginning to there is no ending because in this life it's a circle of life. What goes around comes around and it will never stop going around because life goes on if you hear or not. But the truth is the truth, period. Fuck all the bullshit. If you are believing in some bullshit, you are living a lie. If you are participating in the bullshit, knowing that it's bullshit, you are living a lie. Now it's time for us to put the bullshit behind us so we can realize to know what's in us to come out. This is bullshit, people. We believing in the bullshit not to know who the creator is in us so we can know that we have the power. The power is in the people coming together as loving, knowing the creator is love unconditionally, the feeling. So, once again, back to this bullshit day to go with the bullshit people that's going with the bullshit. They going to the churches and bullshitting themselves and praying to entity outside themselves, but then feeding themselves bullshit. So the bullshit that you feeding yourself and feeding yourself, you feeding yourself a double dose of bullshit. You're feeding yourself one part of the bullshit, as in the God and the Jesus, as in the God you trust in, and as in the God is on money, which you trust in money more than you trust in yourself. You trust in money more than you trust in anybody else. You trust in something that ain't nothing but people that you can wipe your ass with as soon as they say that it ain't worth shit. It is what it is, and I'm talking to you straight from the creator of all that you see, from everything that you breathe, from the toxic films that man is making to kill people, to you being following like sheep, because the bullshit is there for you to see if you want to open your eyes to see. Because some of y'all are stuck on stupid and don't want to be straight because y'all know that straight gonna show how stupid you've been for a long time. A kid hasn't been stupid for a long time because they just starting out. They don't understand, overstand, or understand to get exactly what this game is doing to their heart's vibrations when that controller vibrate when they kill by pulling the trigger and knowing all the different guns and shit. The creativity in you is the creator of you. It's in your heart. It's that lightning strike before there's smoke or fire. It's the unconditional love that you feel that you can't explain, but you have five senses to know that you are alive. You have reciprocity and empathy built in your DNA to balance you off every day so you don't have to pray outside you. You just have to know what's straight to what's just right to put inside your body to make sure that your heart do what it do. Because the love that's in your heart is the creator that gives you your start, that motivates you to just go straight, not to the forward rights, not to the left, and not backwards. But you was given life. You was given free will to choose how to do that one. The creator just puts it there for you in your choices. The creator nudges you to do straight, but you chooses left or the full rights. You choose to go that way. I just want you to know the truth is in you to know, to not have to believe it's some bullshit. Because I want you to ask yourself, do this make perfect sense? The creator's original name is love before it was changed to God and using this Jesus bullshit. Because when you look at the man and all the things the man have done t- to change things to be the wrong way, you have to look at when you pray and you say, Our Father who art in heaven, you are really praying to their bullshit of them putting a man in heaven. When really the woman holds the key to heaven because heaven is the womb where you come out of here to hell, which is the first lie that was told to you. That tells you right there where you just came to. The lie is hell, and that's the truth. When you was first lied to, by giving your birthday when you was giving your mama's birthday. That ain't the right and straight way. The straight and right way of saying your day when you was just born here, an empty glass, waiting for some truth to be poured in your glass. But you was started off with a lie here in hell. This is one part of hell. There's many other parts to go with it. But as long as you believe in that God and that Jesus bullshit, you're gonna constantly live in this shit. And you're gonna get to see your hell while you're living here on earth. It ain't no shit once you put into the dirt. You just you recycle back in this gift of life in this whole circle. Because we all part of one divine creator, conscious thinking to know some shit. Not be believing in some shit, to know, to know the creator is inside of us. And it is the spark, the fire, the heartbeat, the vibration. The food is to heal the nation. And that's the food that comes from Mother Earth. You never thought to yourself, why did man change love to God? Why did man give the baby birthday and throw born out the window like it never happened? Why did man put in the Bible for you to say your prayers, Our Father who art in heaven, when the Creator is neither man nor woman, black nor white? The Creator is that spark, that gift of life that's inside of you, beating with your heart. Take your hand, put it in your chest, and you tell me, no, you ask yourself. The question is, where is your heart beating? Inside of you or outside of you? And right there should tell you the truth. Why are you praying to an entity outside of you that you can't feel, see, or touch? Or hear? Because the Creator is in you for you to hear. You know who the Creator is in you so you can be a better you once you know the power is in you to protect, and that's your heart. And to protect your heart is not to put dead shit into a living body. Because when you think about how wrong it is to put death into a living body, is for you to think about what's right, or the full rights about taking life for you to live in this life. When if you had to kill that chicken yourself to eat that chicken after spending just 3 days with that chicken, looking at that chicken move around. Once you realize that chicken is not moving by no batteries, that chicken is moving by the same drive that you have to be living, to know that you're alive. Why eat what runs, piss, shits on earth, that breathes, bleeds, and have birth just like you do? It wants to live just as long as you do. So, hospitals was created just as that God and that Jesus was created, because the bullshit that you eat was created to get you sick, so you would have to go to the hospital, you would have to have surgery, you would have to have all these different things that man put out there with his God and his Jesus. And his day of praying is a Sunday, when really the day to praise, love unconditionally, the feeling, the original creator, is on a Saturday. And that's when your heart slows down for you to relax. This is the truth, because it comes with actual facts. And the things that I say, you won't hear Nowhere. You won't hear from no man or no woman, no boy or no girl. You won't hear it on the internet unless it's coming out my mouth, because it's coming out of my heart. I know the truth because I know who the creator is of all that we do. But the thing about how the creator works is the creator is the divine. All the sparks that goes on in your mind that you have to put together. Because the creator wouldn't be divine if the creator was to control your mind and take away your free will. Everything's embedded in you for how you feel about you and what you do for the people next to you. And I'm not talking about your better half. I'm talking about the people you don't know. You have to love yourself enough to know the Creator is in you to love people you don't know more than you love yourself. Because the confusion is the people not knowing the truth and you knowing the truth, and it's in you to tell them and live by the example of the way that you know that the Creator is only one way. One way is to create, not to destroy, not to make no one suffer in this nine and void world of man made up bullshit. So when you start to get in tune with you and the beat that goes boom in you, to know that to pray outside you and then put it inside you, you confusing you from not really knowing the truth. Because everything that you think you know to believe that you know and to believe in like you do is some bullshit to go along with that first lie that was told to you. Happy birthday, Santa Claus, the Easter Bunny, then the Tooth Fairy. It's too many lies for the shit not to be scary. But I want you to have no fear. Because fear is false evidence appearing real. And that is your God and your Jesus. That's not real. Pinch yourself. You can feel your pinch. But you have to take the thoughts to put them together to know you was pinched. Because the Creator gave you those feelings. So I just want you to know the truth for you and stop bullshit with what somebody telling you. Because the Bible do have some good things. Like the one that says this. As a child, you think as a child and you play with childish things. Once you become an adult, it's time to put the childish things away and start thinking a different way. Because you was lied to. It's time to reboot the original computer, which is your brain, and start to reprocess basically everything that you was taught as a child. Because just thinking about being lied to first day being here, that shit right there is wild. But I just want you to know for you, to think for you. And I'm going to give you something to think for you about. Ask yourself the question, who is in between you loving you when the Creator's original name is love? You put God and Jesus there because someone taught you to. Now I'm going to give you the truth is the truth, and it can set you free in the only place where you can be free at, and that's where you come from, and that's heaven inside the womb where you was created at. When the man literally came into the woman, you literally came out the woman. So we gonna retract and go to the beginning of that. And the beginning of that is dealing with the Creator. Meaning a man. and a woman go together. What I mean, a man and a woman go together when they come together, literally when they come together after knowing each other, knowing the responsibility of when they come together, it's a possibility that they can make another one of each other. How can they make another one or two of each other? They can only make another one or two of each other in the Creator's original name, to love each other as one of the same people in love together. Now, when they come together literally in the Creator's name of love, to be making in the Creator's name, love making, to be creating one of the same of each other, is two, the positive and the negative coming together as one divine creator of what? All of us. And then here we come with the man and his bullshit. The man pushed the woman back in this when the woman is everything in this. Because I explained it to you what the man was created for. The man was created to be a conscious thinking worker bee for the queen bee to be here. To make sure that the queen bee has everything that the queen bee needs to be here. And then when it's time for that man bee to be inside of the queen bee, it's time for a new bee to be created in the queen bee from the man coming in the bee. And then there's the babies to be after the man and the queen bee come together. And then and only then will that man be a father here on earth, not in no goddamn bullshit lie story of in heaven. So our Father who art in heaven is some more bullshit to go along with the guidance of Jesus bullshit, because the Son, which they say in the Bible, in order to get to the Father, you have to go through the Son. That's some more bullshit, because the Son is the only one Son without a mother or father. But the Son is the divine light of all life. If anything happened to the Son, like all life here and in earth is done. So, truth is the truth. Slippery so lies just slide off. It is what it is, people. I know what I'm talking about. So, when you look at my saying, the truth is the truth, slippery so lies can't hold on. Lies just slide off, and the truth carries on. But not here in Babylon. Here in Babylon, the truth is twisted as a pretzel stick and twice as salty. In this circle of life, in which the line which we walk on, you are that line that's twisted up in the middle of this pretzel. Until you know the truth is in you, to have the power to know the vibrations of your heart and your mental state together, makes you the divine creator, being the conscious thinking creation of love unconditionally your feelings. Because you stand alone on your feelings until you become one with your better half. Meaning, if you're a man, it's the woman. And if you're the woman, it's the man. A man and a man can't come together in the Creator's original name and make another one of each other. They turned the Creator's original name, love, into plain old fucking having sex. A woman can't create another woman or man with another woman. They turned the Creator's name into plain old fucking having sex. They turned it into just the emotion of two ships colliding in the ocean, not even giving a fuck about what can happen. They can create another life form that they have to grow up, and they have to grow up that life form together, because two is better than one. When the Creator is in you with no hands to work through you with your two hands and another two hands to get the jobs done. Because we are the greatest creations of all from the Creator in us. The conscious thinking humans living here together, consciously thinking to any problem, we can come together and solve it. But the reason why the problems we're having are not being solved today is because we are praying to some man made up bullshit. And those of you that don't understand and understand to get exactly what I'm saying, we have some people on one side, believe it or not, they ain't praying because they the ones that's running us like the sheeple that we are living as. Because minimum wage, when they say that there, that means something. That's the minimum you're gonna get for your work, your hard labor. And it is what it is when you shouldn't be working as hard as you do to get nowhere. And especially for to get toilet paper. Because that is exactly what money is. Toilet paper. And as soon as they say that it is what it is, that's when you gonna go crazy because you will not have it and it'll be all good. And then those that do have it, it'll be all bad because it won't be worth shit. So, the truth is the truth. Period. Fuck the bullshit. I'm Mr. Glasses. I just took y'all to a real church in real time on this bullshit day that's not the divine creator's resting day. Saturday is.